Subscribe this YouTube video and share for more videos. So
and John Dramani Mahama na owakwentum nyina na oye meetings obedru Ghana and wafre security capos ni nyina immigration police military navy wafre mu nyina ba cabinet say opese oti bibia ase and obi so mu nyina say what is really going on and mu nyina say Mr. President, in a space of 4 years you betima fa nipa only 12,000 security agencies ni nyina 12,000 pe betima fa, all because nipa yabeto no for the past 8 years no na na do dan kweku for adeba omiamo o man fa nipa bia right now. So there's no space. In fact, we need to start thinking out of the box, because the youth out there no, they were looking up to us to make sure say MPP Jimmy no mai to me and John Mahama catch them say okay, initially buy no na ye nim say unemployment asema na wo ho ne nim say crazy sir. John Mahama in opposition admitted that there were a lot of young people who were not employed. But you see, Nana Dan Kweku for the MPP ni ba omiamo no, because they were liars, they were not even telling us the raw truth. In fact, they did not employ anybody for the past 8 years. Now what happened? And they say there was this backlog because of the introduction of the free SHSR. Now omni exit plan no, until they hid that secret. They never told Oman Kanje Ghana for say na emebru do wo Ghana mo for adwuma. Into John Mahama Asia the security capos ni nyina no, and also no, this is a national security threat and that something needs to be done. Into John Mahama at the end of the meeting no, and or say President Mahama direct number of persons to be recruited to the various security agencies over the 4-year period be increased from 20,000 to 40,000 after meeting with heads of security agencies and interior minister. And John Mahama Shebo or see numbers now who you know. And no omaya imagine say come be between 12,000 to 20,000 no. And John Mahama Ashemra wakacha interior minister any security agencies in say from end ekopim 2028 no I will say fa imebunu 40,000 their respective security agencies in Ghana. 40,000 because Jomama the otidi odine ni hu ye no na onim se na do dan kweku for na ba omiamo no damage omaye Ghana no na ono krampo no he was still underestimating the danger na omaye we wom enti Jomahama Asia interior minister muntaka any the security agencies in periphery nyina no this is never right. Enti Jomahama etu one among or see adia aban bia nya bi da no oba beye. In the space of 4 years from now to 2028, you know, I will say a fa in Mebunu over 40,000 security agencies from police to military to fire service to navy or say here in Mebunu 40,000. This is a government that is thinking about you and I. This is a government that is trying to make sure in it is not easy for a government to come in and say 40,000 from now to 2028, meaning averagely every year over 10,000 people. Every year, John Mahama said I was say interior ministry no efa nipa over 10,000 as some of that no, but it was supposed to be 5,000 or less. And this is a man who is trying to create opportunities for young people in Ghana. Na sebio anka ba omiaba power any ekufu ba power. And anka every year bia 8 years na nko mofa nipa 100,000 kran ke wa hande no anything they be amitie MPP for na omoka anything about unemployment. I may say, are you not ashamed ufo bi to say afenyo marking PDD na ufo bi to say Patricia PJ in penifo mu to afudwene na omutumi gina parliament say ye ntiase adenti nipa 500,000 ebe pre adwuma. Then you look at them and say na mo agibi. Are you not even ashamed to be in parliament today saying, say, I buy about 1 year and to me for nipa 500,000 ejuma? This is what I've been talking about. Majority of the people who were making noise when this issue about 500,000 people kope ejuma e nipa 5,000 pe de benya na mo kasa bebre no. This is a government that is always trying to find opportunities for the young people of this nation. Where abanya etnase na adwene. So Aban kase obefa nipa 40,000 ejuma. It means Aban is supposed to make sure say or money available to pay these people. It is not just saying the number. So Abanka said Obefa Mebunu 10,000 every year in the security service. It means Abai needs to create an avenue where he will be able to raise money to pay them. How is the government going to do that? It is through a prudent management of the economy. It is making sure say you better cut down unnecessary expenditure. It is to make sure say you may be a win here no abai enye inti nkwasiade MPP ne ekufuado mo ye no. This government is not going to do that. Inti we nya abai omunimu nyansa finance minister or yes smart obetumi move things around to make sure say they can make room, they can create room for some people to be employed. You will sit in a country and at the end of the day young people will be piled up, and it's under Ekufuado, under Baumia, we do not get people being employed. And it's and the year pay nipa 5,000 pay nipa 500,000 showed up. Now and there sa announcement in by president Ede sa Ranbeto was say a byway, this is what they have decided to do. Muntie Afenyomakin. Afenyomakin say Muntie no.
The statement amounts to nothing. It still doesn't address the fundamental concerns we've raised. Look, according to the minister, 506,000 bought the forms. They've already paid some 220 Ghana cedis for the forms. After that, they've gone through this AI-generated aptitude test that has failed a lot of people. And then I was quoting 200,000, but the firm report said, minister said 105 people qualified for medicals. First of all, that number is questionable because there wasn't a fair system for qualifying people for medicals. So that is also another question mark. What it means is that some 400,000 people were denied the opportunity after the system had unfairly rejected them, after they had paid their money and traveled distances to have access to computer and then data to do that aptitude test. Now, with this increment, when I read the statement, the impression I got, in fact, the president is just adding 20,000, meaning that instead of 5,000 each year, they are now proposing 10,000 each year, making 40,000 for 4 years. But we're already in year 2. All right. Now, practically, what it means is that the 106,000 plus who have qualified for medicals, even if 20% should pass, the system cannot accommodate them because the system can only take 10,000. What becomes of the 90,000 is a question. Now you are going to take 1,600 Ghana cedis each for this basic medical test. Is that how much when you are going for?
You see, sometimes you ask yourself, say, I know say a damn no my boy and I say Jimmy no more Jimmy. Right now, Onwa Obaya went to make create Juma. Onwa Obaya went to man for nipa 7,000 per Juma. And the abound say obefa nipa 10,000. They have shifted the goalposts. Right now, see, oh, Sasikana and go for the register, no, and no more can want them. Aptitude test, no, and no more can want them. The issue here is we want people to be employed. The government has still opened the net wide. And a lot of people are going to be employed on pay or say and the day. And then you ask yourself, say, we munu a Jimmy and I say a Dama and I say just at the end of the day, a moment to make Juma. A moment to make 10,000 Juma. Now this government is poised to at least employ 10,000 people every year. No, almost so and said I encouraging. No, for the registration. It's right now, no, encourage registration here more. Right now, no, aptitude test to be on yeah. Right now, no, they feel say this is the second year. Now, how can you govern with such fools? How can you govern with such fools? Sankan Kofo about power da and Quebec say, okay, we're dear, yes, so much. These people have been in power for 8 years, and also Okasan he could never even open his mouth to say during our term when we were in power, we employed 70,000 people. Also, to assembly. From the time the MPP started arguing or making noise about this recruitment, have they been able to mention a number, say, under our regime, we were able to employ 70 or 100,000 young people in Ghana? They have not been able to do that. Because way on to platform Jason can say this is even less. During our time, during Mahama'S time, we employed 60,000 young people into the military, into the security agencies. We employed 120,000 on to make a figure because it was never possible. They couldn't do that. Now obia ba na se osa ebiem na odi nipa ne bi ka ho a o se o se let's talk about registration na nipa bi register here. Oh, let's talk about aptitude test bia na enye fair. So you can see say they are not ready to help us to do what, to build this nation. They are not ready to help us to move forward. Anytime catch a Ghana for say, and I was telling the NDC, you should not think say you want to govern, you want to please these people. Don't please these fools. You are not supposed to please the NPP. The NPP, they are not ready to help. They are not ready to think. They are not ready to create any. Jimmy, their job is to talk. Their job is to distract. Their job is to make noise. Now, a hole in the history of Ghana. This is the first time a government, about power president to say, I want to make sure every year security agencies in your nipa 10,000 in a year, nipa 40,000 in his 2 terms, nipa over 80,000 will be picked. Yes. In Mahama'S 2 terms, we know about 80,000 people will be picked in our security agencies, which is not a joke. It can even move to 100,000. And for you to just come, me who's the MPP ni be a parliament. Me who's the MPP journalist or blogger be to Masoreka say during our time in office for 8 years, we employed 60,000 people. It means they are foolish people. They are stupid. We are not supposed to take whatever they say serious. The NPP, the people in the party, they are foolish. They are stupid. They don't care. It is all about politics as usual. And in the history of Ghana, from Kwame Nkrumah time, this is the first time a government is thinking of employing 10,000 people every year in the security agencies, and then 40,000 total in a year. Now, in 4 years. So this is a big step. This is a huge step. We are very huge. We should not underestimate the Mahama'S yet. Because no government can come in place and say they are going to recruit less than what Mahama'S is now proposing or what they have decided to do. Meaning, lots and lots of young people are going to be given job now. So why should any politician today say, I have a problem with it. It was initially 5,000. Now it is 10,000. So in a year, it is 40,000. Aptitude test. The children who registered. Now, he goes back to his constituency. After your marking, did they all about this registration and inquiry for is because you see, in the past, they used to get a lot of protocols, and then a more powerful constituency. For the 8 years, every time you have police, you have immigration, you have fire service, now they are able to control the numbers into a constituency. Na form ako police. Then they use the same kits to frustrate people during elections. And no one can Japan one of the likes for years. And for the 8 years, then after your marking and say, okay, futua. No, I call it Sanko for immigration. I call it Sebiko police. Into what they do is say during election day, police na no masako for money, the wasaba, your post on my krubo. Then they turn the police into tags. Those boys now, police, then they bring those boys back to their constituencies during election. Now, this is the first time I that opportunity. It's this guy like this, I can tell you on authority, but after your marking, because of what you and Samira did, I will take your seat from you. Everybody in Ghana is surprised about this statement, but it will happen in 2028. So after your marking, they will control a futu me. I will take the seat and he will never understand. After that, because of the plan you and Samira plotted against me, I will take you out of parliament. Anything. You can manipulate, do everything. Your gap is big, but you will lose in 2028. And I will take this seat from you. You will never understand. And that will be the end of your political career. I am telling you, because of you, what you and Samira did. And you know what I am talking about. that thing you people decided to do. I will make sure you will never enter parliament after 2028. You can say whatever you want to say. You can say you have the numbers in your constituency. You can say you are the controller of Efutu. You have all the numbers. May say what will happen to you in 2028 elections. You will never get over it, and that will shock you to the point it will be tough for you to walk from your room to your bedroom, from your bathroom to your bedroom. You will never understand, because that thing you did, I will never forgive you. You and Samira, never. Now, Orie, no. Tiasema Oko the constituency, Oko kachre the young people in his constituency. This is the message he's selling. Ewo eye the constituency. Tie.
Taka no krebe brentino. Eni anum the propaganda. She recruitment okra omo ye. Abeda ne scam. Wo sebe. Wo say 500,000 out of forms. Wakwa ko for some aptitude test be Ed disqualified. We are using 200,000 are qualified for medicals. Meanwhile, the vacancy is 5,000. Obi Kotua medicals, 1,600 Ghana cedi. Even 20% a pass medicals are 20,000. How would you take them? Maybe I'm catch a win by you to say. So Obi Onimse wenya medicals, message on medical. Manenko, how do you take them? Maybe I'm catch a win by you to say. So obi onimse wenya medicals message on medical manenko ade ne scam you take them me dey catch a win by you to say so obi onimse wenya medicals message on medical manenko ade ne scam because wo gobo bosia e dey akotua medicals wo pass krom so we feli omaji usikedi ye ni aban ne kasa ontie you take them me dey catch a win by you to say so obi onimse wenya medicals message on medical manenko ade ne scam
afenyo marking at in the constituency. What has all catch the young people in his constituency? Also a catch Efutu. The youth no want to say. So be crap pass it near sending the message say we qualify. Uncle medicals na yemfa the juma wa catch omu nyina se momonko na ye scam. This is a member of parliament. You see, Kwasia we adecho babejina parliament abekache Ghana for say the youth don't have jobs. The youth have paid money. The government is owing the youth. Won the oye. Oko the constituency no. Oso akokache the constituency ne say imbebru no mo ho na o qualify na. Yes o mombra embe medical test o si mamo nko because they are buying ye no a scam. But Kwasia we achina akogina parliament say aban ye nyina ye ntie no na adwene ye fa nkyekere man Kwasia we way money show more from honorables. Oh, you see the reason why I don't use honorable anyhow? You see the reason why I don't use honorable anyhow? Kwasia way I don't obey honorable. A process, employment processor, ekoswa abine as a magana for me Bruno. Wako the concept I catch Efutu young people no. Or my qualified say mama mko abine a scam. And this same person, Kwasia way be parliament. Oh, and me Bruno, mama mwajuma. What are you doing? You know, you need to give them job. And Kwasia Wena, because he just wants to make the government unpopular. It is not about anything. Oh. You see, the idea. San Kwasia Fo, too much room. Kwasia Wena parliament. Na youth na on wakota petishama in Kwasia Fo no winibano. Inti imbebru no mo no the one so top petishama mo. Osan hinaba na almost tonyum no to sogo mo. Na otutu sogu no otutu sogu no ho omu yom so de bema o de odi yom anu no so mo jimi ende me no ka say edwuma bia ni winiba edwuma bia ni ho Kwasia we nkofo akọ school enya akọ through a process na ebia lucky na say yatumi from some medicals a member of parliament ne ti waka chom say mama obia anko a scam. And you see these people Kwasia we sorry, na Kwasia we a leader of a party in parliament. Then I sit here and say, let these people come to power. Na me abua, we only preko difference beni wom. Kwasia mpenyi we ni preko difference beni wom. Then somebody sits somewhere else and say, oh, where the honorable, a filthy, dirty guy, or could you be yere, na nipa ni nua bema repi obi, eden nsakika obi mba kwasia wait was a lawyer. Calls people on phone, threaten people. What could you be yere no wasa threaten nipa no kwasia. A dirty, selfish man like this. Jimmy Foey, near Tigana to some kwasiasem so. Then some people be grassroots for ye diafe nyoma kinechi, or ma kasembi, or mu Jimmy mo grassroots for be. They are fooling you people. Because after your market, no number now open in Kofoko police the abedani went to tax in his constituency. Send a buyer during elections, no, to my botu our was second. That's what he has been doing these years. Okay? See, acquire legitimate elections, after your market constituency, ultimately we need that. I'm telling you. Akwawe. You acquire legitimate elections, after your marking, or we are Kwame A+ constituency be. This guy, yes. Kwame A+ constituency, no, after your marking. He at the end of the day election biano or side be can vote on. I can come here and break down to you. After your marking, the constituency no. Kwame A+ the constituency no. There is a part is supposed to be Kwame A+ constituency. After your marking area Canadian. He has bullied his way to take those votes, not or their Canadian. See, take your GSA vote if your market can never win elections. I will win it back. And consistently, that is what he has been doing for years. Me say me after your market me rap parliament be me 2028. I swear to God, you will never. The same way Asen South, Sofu Mokono, he will never enter parliament again in 2028. Sabo no rap parliament be me. Obetumi aye de oye wiase bia. After your market obetuma son and sad na ko wedru so. None of you will enter parliament. Mu rap parliament be me. And I'm telling you today.
Who person onya bruni? Who person onya bruni on? Who whisker or your bar person or shell where your bear man? And I your bar when ye nya brofuni who person or shell. Who person or shell and cassa? Or shell and cassa. Everyone will say yes, the open you the mouth. For don't believe. Na a frame. And I say what's up for me. Na name church kobo. The me here through or a bruni no needing and in phone. Bruni no me man vera ho. Pati abrechere no abetofia ma wo. Kan vera ba ho ewia se nya ne da biu. De obeka no. Eno ano o ka kire nso pelu pre. Na so won tomawa. Ontumi ntana seda. Me din bishop katachi. Entintwe obia. Father number call me. Abusu ha na me video ne besie. Etime sramo. Eya Ibrahim Mahama'S Papa Wadaroma. Nobody is 0531 211 421. Papa Mbacho Frebe direct and has up abra WhatsApp on us. Now me who se wunie. Na me mpe time ma. Na me ntena sera me no ni nkomo. Enya bibia na metu di abeto media iso. Enya kasa bia na wose beto media so Wadaroma. Me serew. Omo mbemben wo mu bi no. Me pa cha wada ama. Bibinti sabe bibi wa ba to na obi a sabe ebia obeka ansem no obi onim hu bi o office won na ye sa de nkotimi frew na wa no ama bribe yes otumi frew no aka kiro sa cases we mu no twaso no akwani pa no akwaka sa na kasa so no pesca dia send o seje factor credit wa ya de pa nyame nhira papa na say Papa Wadaroma. Enunti bibi wo ho a emeto abonte. Menya that type say omojeje bribe wo akire wo atwa so no. I'm not that type. Enti bibi wo be di sie ma wo da ache na wa wafre ni edi hu nkomo. Na kwan ya wose ye do fa so no. E do fa so. Because unia John Dramani Mahama'S by the time bia meka say bi hia no. Oma ne hu nipa oben no pa e kire so wa e busy kakra no. Ene meka sai. Emrepemu no ohwei ema yesiai mese ne mrepemu no ohwei ema yesiai benya sofo na yenye photo yenye Snapchat na me de abeto ano. I'm not that type majuma ntesa enti papa I'm not that type yeni nkomo osofo bia no Ghana ha anase nipa bia no aba me nche o sekatachi de camera si wase ye ntwa photo mini wo ntwa photo mpa bibia mfira asase so na akire so aba me ho na edede na aba papa into me srew spiritual ye didn't to what was war. Soon you 1, you 2, you 3. Papa a cocoa drew 7. Obi or can't tell me say no 7, you limit your walker. Spiritual no a cocoa drew 7. Having put your 1 and 2 was said to me answer. Or down my srew. It would be now Korea be. Yes, you could be worried about tobacco could be sad to us. So could be to us one who is hadium. Mary mean to me could be will be so to us all. A babas in the chat my cover be all free by who soon. A radish row. Mimi ding any bishop catechi, no pia. Mo be not thou. Mark for software, malam be not thou. Famenomban, we yam were piara. I want open. Acquaint you, Sikasem, where Juma Bassa. The other ones have been Sumbiana Ebasa, me pacho. This is the time for you. I was so name negotiating. Open 1-on-1, me pacho. I am here in Ghana. You can meet me 1-on-1, right? Then radia fire so. Edia poor. Na you how near maniano. Edia free so. Me number ni bill 0531 211 421. And I says 0247 138740. My crowd shall see. Never day, the money see you won't. Peace, shalom. Make a say, bye bye.